statement whenever you're ready, and then we'll open up for questions for the student athletes.
That was an awesome game to be a part of. I thought both teams competed really, really hard. Just from wasn't the prettiest game at times, but I just thought they really competed and left it all out there. And again, just somebody had to win, and I'm glad it was us. We had a big possession there at the end of the game. Ezra got downhill and made the right play. Went in there, had to have some struggles in the first half. He just kept playing and kept plugging. I thought he was unbelievable on the defensive end, but it was good to see that ball go through there at the end there.
Questions for the student athletes?
Ezra, what did you see on that last possession that you scored on?
Yeah, I was trying to get downhill, see what the defense did, and just make a play. So I got past my man. I'm always looking at the second man, and I saw the big. He was kind of sticking to Liam a little bit and came a little late. I know I had that layup, so.
Trey, you had that big basket to push you guys up 59-57. How big do you think is just kind of the ability of your team to combat those runs and punch back?
Yeah, I think the biggest part about us just making those runs is our defense. We're a team that's able to get stops in bunches, so being able to do that and that we have so many options on offense that can score it really helps us with these runs.
As with that three in the corner, kind of a momentum changer, how big did you feel that shot was?
Boy,
I've
been working on that.
It's been I've been working on that real hard. I'm getting real confident in the three, and my teammates and Stack and all the rest of the coaching staff trust me to make shots like that. So.
For both you guys, how big was the home crowd tonight?
They were huge. That's something that we've been harping on for the whole season, just getting students out to the games. You know that the other team's gonna bring some fans, so I feel like we matched their energy. So yeah, it was huge.
Ezra, defensively tonight, both of you guys, I guess, were really up in Wendell Green and their other guards. How big was the defensive end for you guys? I know Trey already mentioned it.
Yeah, I think it was huge. He's a great player, but I think for us to win, we just have to get stops. And like I was telling y'all before, I love playing defense, and I took the challenge on, and I got to continue doing that for us to continue to win.
When they make a shot like that, the shot that Johnson made was obviously a really tough shot. Sometimes that can be tough emotionally for the other team. You guys have the confidence now late in games that you're just going to be able to respond to something like that and just answer?
Yeah, I think we're confident at the end of that game. We just have so many pieces. We knew something was gonna open up. We don't really get frazzled in those type of situations, and I think that's just a testament of we had a really tough schedule in the beginning of the year and went through a lot of ups and downs, and we weathered a lot of storms. So I think it just shows growth in our games.
Anything else with student athletes?
Speaking of growth, just your game in particular, Ezra, from November to now, how would you describe that?
I just think getting more comfortable with the system, with the players around me, and just continue to be confident. Everybody trusting me, and I have great players around me, so they make me look pretty good as well. So.
Cool. Thank you. Questions for Coach?
You surprised they didn't help off Liam, or that Johnny didn't help off Liam there in the lane? Do you kind of anticipate that might be the case on that play?
Yeah, I mean, that play is, he designed the post up, and Liam's a big body, he occupies a lot of space in there. Miles at the free throw line, didn't really set the screen, create some indecision of whether you want to help on there, can't leave him for a shot. So all those options was live for us. And I thought, Ez just made the best decision. He got downhill. If somebody would have came to him, if he had some resistance, he'd have made the next play, but the play was for him to make that, and I thought he did a great job of finishing, a tough basket and a key moment for us.
Was that one from Dwayne Casey too, or different from your bag of tricks?
I think that's one from Ed Conroy. Ed Conroy kind of introduced some nail action to it, so we've had some good coaches here, some great coaches here. We had a big win the other night against Furman. We listened to all of our guys. I mean, I think Maz, he called quite a number of plays tonight, and I thought he did a really good job. We dialed in a couple zone plays, defensively and got some stops. Maybe could have done that a little bit more, but I just thought our guys had a good rhythm of guarding man to man. Ezra was just unbelievable, man. The way I don't think I've seen anybody guard Wendell Green as well as he did. Wendell Green's a hell of a player, and they battled, and I just think it was just we had one possession more. If we go down on the other end, we probably don't win this game. It's just that was the type of game it was tonight.
Obviously, the first half, it felt like maybe your defense was kind of what carries you, and you've talked about throughout the year that's kind of what you wanted your team to be built on. How important was that throughout the night?
No, it was huge. I mean, again, we're not going to make shots every night. I mean, I thought we had some good looks, and they did some things to us where we weren't. We really weren't. We were doing it to ourselves a little bit. We weren't screening. We weren't able to pull any triggers out, and I thought we screened a little bit better. But that's something that we got to improve on. Over these next games we have coming up. Really focus on. It's just twofold. It's the bigs actually setting the screens, and it's the guards waiting on the screens, because the guards are coming off too quick. The bigs will get cheap fouls, so they know not to set them. But we got to get a little bit better at that. But again, we played a good team. They scouted us well, and they took some things away. But we did enough. I thought Liam really established himself after a little bit of a slow start in the first half. He got to the line and converted his free throws. That was big to go there and make 17 out of 20 free throws. Was big for us. I thought Jordan and Miles, didn't have the best offensive game, but they did a great job of defending Williams in the second half. I mean, he was a matchup problem for us, and he was jumping in and jumping up and making shots over us. But I thought we did a much better job of being physical with him. Same thing with Broom. He was attacking Liam a little bit, but when it came down the stretch, he had the big block on him, and Trey had a couple big steals. A lot of contributions down the line. That's what it's going to take for us to win and continue to get to where we want to be.
What about just the late game confidence? They hit a shot like that, and you feel like this team now just has that belief that it's going to find a way in these close games? You got to do it, and I think again, we had a possession. It wasn't like we're down, but we have been down before and came back and made big plays. We did it just to the last time we were here. It wasn't a tie game. We had to go make a play after being down, and these guys stepped up and made the right play and made a big shot. Tonight was probably a little less pressure because we, worst case scenario, we go to overtime, but it jumped up. It's basketball, right? Katie stepped up and made a great shot over what I felt was really good defense. I thought we defended really well on that possession, but and like I said, at the end of the day, we came down and we made the plays, and and obviously we probably would have liked to make those free throws, but with .3 you can't catch and shoot, so it was probably the right thing just to miss the free throw, but that thing was awfully close. So I didn't like the way it looked, even though they said there's no way that they would have counted. But no, just a good effort. Our guys are confident right now. They had us buried, but we're back alive. Have a good one.